On one of my trips to Poland, I came with a group of American women that I was teaching in seminary with my friend Rav Ilan Siegel. I told my Iberleben story at the same place that I spoke today. We came in and we saw something unusual. There was a group of teenage boys from the Shomron, and with their guitars, and they had something you don't see anymore. They had a survivor of Majdanek that was part of that group. So for me, this was a Davan Nadir. This was an extraordinary thing. It goes against my rule. We don't have survivors of Majdanek. But he, like I told you, he had left Majdanek and he managed to be transferred to another camp, and that's how he survived. This old Yid, his name was also Rabbi Yankel, and I asked him, it's a tremendous covet to be with the person that went through this, to tell us what happened. Can we join your group? He said, "It's pasnisht, right? Meidlich with boys." He says, "Listen, I'm a good rabbi. I will make sure there's a good distance. Everything's going to be the way it should be. The boys will go first, the girls will be behind. Fine." So, what happened next was extremely, extremely underwhelming. Meaning, he spoke like a Polish tour guide. He gave all the facts, he gave all the information in a boring staccato voice. I was translating. Zero regesh. Zero regesh. I looked at my friend Rabbi Ilan Siegel, and he looked at me, and we both said, "What's going on over here? Ma'alechka. What is this person's problem?" And he did this whole tour, a few hours. We came over here. And when he came over here, he stood in exactly the same place where I'm standing now. In those days, there was no glass. In those days, he went right in front of a furnace, and he asked the boys on one side, the girls on the other side, to lean against the walls. And he stood like I'm standing over here, and he started to talk. And little did he know, what he was about to say is something that everyone was there would remember for the rest of their lives. And this is the words he said. He said, "My dear friends, you're probably thinking, what am I doing here?" And we're thinking, my friend and I, absolutely. What are you doing over here? Why do you have to come back to this hell, this Gehenna on earth? What are you doing over here? So he said, "Let me tell you." And he turns around, and what seemed like forever, he started looking inside the ovens. And he started crying. And he screams out in Yiddish, "Heilige Mama, Heilige Tate." He's talking to his mother and he's talking to his father. Heilige Bruder, Heilige Schwester, uncles, aunts. He's talking to his lost community. He's talking to his lost family. And he says, "I'm here. I'm here. It's me, uncle, I'm here." And then he turns around, and with his hand he goes like this. And he says, "I've come to show you Yiddish Kinder. The reason why I came here, because I wanted you to see with your own eyes. I wanted you to see Jewish children. I want you to see, dear lady, that we have outlived them. At that point then, there was not a single dry eye. And he was trembling all over. And I realized that he had come all the way from Eretz Yisrael. And you drag all these kids and drag my group because he wanted to show his family that they had not died in vain, that there's a hemshech. Rabbi Isai, we came over here for a reason. We came over here not to talk about the past. We came over here to take the past and bring it into our future so that when we go home, it's not the same. When we go home, we say to our children, you are our future. You are our hemshech. So let's give kavod to the thousands and thousands of Yidden that were turned into ashes in this place over here.